Last week we started talking about what's your philosophy, what is your foundation, if you will, of your life, of your business, of all these things. And it seemed like a natural segue to start using that to move forward into how do you schedule your life? How do you run your life? I just said recently, everything's just a big distraction. And it was kind of appropriate because that's what life is if you allow it to be, is one great big distraction. If you live it with some purpose and passion, it can be something different.
Absolutely. So if my team is watching this, they're going to kind of laugh at this one because they know time management is key for me. And I've worked with all of the coaches on their time management. So I'm hoping they're showing the same thing to you as well whenever we're on site doing coaching with you guys. So what I'm going to do, Sam, is I'm going to head over to the board and we're going to kind of look at kind of how a day can begin and then how it can fall apart and then how to get back on to creating effective time management skills to help everybody out, okay? Normally, whenever we start our day, we have an idea of what we're going to cover for the day. Whether that could be getting ready for the day, taking kids to school, so get ready. Show up to work on time. Laundry in there somewhere, and then maybe by the end of the day go work out. Sorry if you can't read all this, but you get the idea. If you see yourself saying I don't have time, that means you're spending too much time saying I don't have time. So if you have the time to say I don't have time, you have the time to do something about it. And what I like to do whenever I'm focusing on time management is I like to chunk out how much time I want to spend where. So if I have 7 a.m., that's commute. What am I doing in that commute to help develop myself? And then I also like to chunk out, okay, whenever I'm at work, what's my focus for work? How many meetings do I have to be in? How many calls do I have to make across my team? When you chunk out your day, 7 a.m., 30 minutes commute, you're at work by 7:30 a.m. to about, 4:30? Is that, we'll say 4:30? That's work time. That's focused on work. Of course, at the end of the day, whenever you're on your way home, maybe that's, a 30-minute drive back home? So you're home by 5 p.m. Remember, a lot of people don't go to bed until 9 or 10 o'clock. But somewhere from 5 p.m. to about 9 or 10 o'clock, things fall apart. Whenever you're looking at spending your time and setting up your time, you want to take a look at how much time you're spending where. We want to chunk this out. So chunk out your time. Look at where you want to do your 30-minute block for exercise. 30-minute block for maybe, this is at the end of the day. 30-minute block for exercise. 30-minute block for prepping dinner. 30-minute block to maybe get yourself cleaned up, take a shower, get all fresh and clean so you're not smelly with your kids. And then, so this is an hour and a half of 5 hours of being at home. The one thing I love to tell everybody is every single person has the same amount of time every single day. We all get 24 hours a day. Nobody gets more, nobody gets less. We all get the same amount of time every day.
The next step is to actually schedule it. Correct. Because committing to it is a great first step, but that's just still pie in the sky. It's a step further than I don't even have a plan, but the next thing is I need to schedule it and protect it. Because committing to it is just for me internally. Scheduling it affects everybody else around me. So if I commit to do email in 30 minutes, that's fabulous. But if I schedule the time to do it, now it's going to impact the people around me. And I think that's a key point to block out, as you were saying, to not only have that chunk of time, but then to block it out and say, hey, you know what? At 7:30, I don't answer the phone for 30 minutes because it's my dedicated relationship time. I know that's something that you and Connor do regularly. Yes. It becomes something of a greater priority priority when you commit to it and then you schedule it.
Well, part of the time management helps you get set. This is like a little secret key in getting set in that foundation if you don't know where to begin. And it comes down to the whole time management piece of staying true to what you say it is that you really want to do, being committed to what you say you want to stay committed to. So if you write something down and you're already feeling uneasy about it, of saying, well, I'm going to write it down, but I know I'm not going to get to it today, why are you writing it down anyways? Don't put it down. Don't put it on your schedule. If you know you're not going to do it, walk away from it and don't do it. Only stay focused on what it is that you want to do for the day. Every day is going to be different, and so you have to be committed to each day 100% for yourself, so you can be committed to what you say you're going to write down.
And I think that's the key to success with any of these things, is know the outcome you're after, because then it becomes easy to design the plan that supports it. Reference the foundation show from last week, because that is of paramount importance when it comes to this content. Because if you don't have a good foundation and you don't know what it is you really want, now all of a sudden you get lost in all these things. Anyway, I hope you find this content to be really helpful. Next week, which we're going to film as soon as we get done here, is going to be all about scheduling in the office. How do we translate this to the office and to the business, so it's not just a warm fuzzy thing for the doctors who are rolling their eyes as they've been watching all this. There really is a greater purpose to it. And life balance. If you're rolling your eyes, by the way, you're not doing life balance well enough, and you need to re-examine some things. So, last little plug. Look forward to seeing you next week, 8 a.m. Mountain, 10 o'clock on the East Coast. Until then, have a wonderful week. Bye-bye for now. What if you could have the practice of your dreams? What's holding you back? Imagine a life where you have everything you ever wanted.